What about not having memories of certain things? So going through repentance and forgiveness, would eventually those memories surface because you're only in denial because you don't want to know them at this stage?
Correct, yeah. Well, why do we not have memories?
Denial.
Denial. That tells us that there's things we don't want to remember. Okay? If there's things we don't want to remember, what's our first opportunity? What's the first thing we would need to do?
Have a will, take our will to have a desire to remember.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Yep. Most of us don't want to do that because?
Fear.
No.
No?
No. Because we don't want to be emotionally overwhelmed with the results of what the memory that's there. So, for example, many people who have childhood trauma such as violent abuse or sexual abuse often do not remember it in their adult life. Why is that? Because they don't want to. And why is that? Because it's traumatic.
Yeah, it's true. I don't want to feel the pain. Yeah.
And we don't want to feel the pain. It's going to be emotionally overwhelming to feel the pain, so we try to shut it down. We try to prevent it. We do everything we can. We eat, drink, do all a heap of other addictive things in order to prevent that pain. That's what we do. Right? We need to stop doing those things if we're ever going to come to the truth. You see, you're still going to have to do some of the things we've been talking about, right? But because you've got to get to a point of awareness. And awareness doesn't come just magically. Awareness comes at the control of your soul. It's not like when you're ready, you're not ever ready until you desire to be ready. So if I ever hear another person say I wasn't ready, I'll scream, I think. There's one of my feelings that I have to forgive. No, I'm just joking. Let's go. Now, receiving God's love requires that I forgive others or myself for in other words, others or my own unloving choices. Right? And by the way, forgiveness in this context is not the same as forgiveness in a natural love context, because the natural love context is you've forgiven because you've had 2,000 years and you've forgotten about it. In fact, there's a statement in the Paget message that says forgiveness is forgetfulness. Well, it's not forgetfulness intellectually, it's emotional forgetfulness. Do you understand the difference? There is a difference, isn't there? You can still remember some events, like the child who goes through an event right now where they hurt their leg. They cry and cry and cry, let it all go, and then 2 days later, there's a bit of a scar on their leg, and they remember the event still, but do they cry about it? No, because it's completely released. The emotional signature of the event is gone. That's what we mean by forgetfulness. The emotional signature has to be gone. So receiving God's love requires that I forgive. In other words, that the emotional signature of what they did to me is gone from inside of me. That's what it requires.